YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders live stream, and in today's live stream, I have a very, very special guest as we're
Come on.
going behind enemy lines, and we're getting to talk up close and personal with my guy TP,
Let's go.
representing the New York Giants. We'll be talking about everything after the intro. Let's get it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is.
Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries, like...
They stop saying my name, you dick rhyme bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner, she's confident.
Football season is here, and that means one of two things. It is time to go behind enemy lines. Shout out to my guy TP for joining, representing the G-Man, baby. How you doing?
Man, I'm ready to rock. I am ready to rock, man. I've been putting in a lot of work this offseason for this moment right here, man. Let's go. Week 1 is a banger. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Can I be honest with you for a second?
Of course. That's the only way I'd expect it to be. Let's go. Let's do it.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I am at how confident the New York Giants is coming into this game.
I feel the same way about y'all.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the 3-0 preseason. I don't know if it's because Jackson Dart has shown some promise, but you guys talking real crazy, man, especially on that Twitter.
God.
Y'all are going ham,
Yo,
man.
It's funny you say that because I feel the exact same way about y'all. I get it. JD5, he's
right.
nice. He's
That's
nice. Right. But y'all took last season into a whole nother level, and y'all are on such a cloud 9 that it don't even make sense. Like, I put a tweet out earlier today. I said, yo, the Washington Commander fan base, y'all are up there. Like, the annoying fan bases, y'all are slowly creeping y'all way up there, man, because the way y'all have been acting, I mean, y'all act like we don't do our thing when we go against y'all. Like, y'all act like we just some peons. I don't get it. Please, somebody help me understand.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. As bad as this might sound, I take that with some honor. You just told me my favorite football team is annoying.
Yes.
I feel like that's
Yes.
a good thing. Do you understand? I don't think. See, you got spoiled 4 Super Bowls. You actually seen your team win 2 in 07 and 11. You know what success feels like.
Yes.
So for us to be considered annoying because we're so high on our team after a good year, bro, I take that with some pride. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm taking that with pure pride because we deserve it, man.
This is the thing. I actually was happy for y'all at one point. To be honest with you, I was actually happy for y'all at one point. And for those who don't know, like, I'm a different type of Giant fan because I am like extra tuned in to the fan base and the content creators in the NFC East. So I have seen a lot of y'all on y'all end struggle year after year. So when you got JD5 and you got a new front office, a new coach, I'm like, you know what? Good for them. You know, I'm tired of the beating up on them all the time. Good for them. And so I just expected just more of a humble approach. But y'all have thrown all the humbleness out the window. And everything is about JD5.
That's right.
It is ridiculous, man. But it's okay. You got me up here to talk some sense into y'all, and we're gonna try to humble y'all tonight, man. That's my mission. That's my mission.
I'm going to be completely honest again. That's my third time saying it because that's who I am. We started out humble, and I still think I'm quite humble about it. We started out. You want to know what it is? Let's blame somebody. Can we blame somebody right quick?
Yeah, come on, let's do it.
Them filthy ass Green Eagles. They don't understand that it's levels to QB play. They're so fixated on Jalen Hurts being top 5 and better than Jay.
Yeah.
They don't understand what an elite quarterback looks like. So if there's anybody to blame for us dragging or being not humble anymore, I put the blame on them because they pulled that out of us. You feel me? 55-23. Do you understand how many times I done seen that this offseason? I'll be damned if I'm humble anymore, bro. Y'all got me effed up.
No, okay. I'm actually with you on that one. Because the Eagle fans, the Eagle community, like everybody on that side of things, it is definitely just crazy. So I understand that. And again, I've been damn near rooting for y'all. Like, listen, I'm from VA. You know, my second home is New York. Is how I became a Giant fan. So there is actually like, you know, that underlying, like, you know, Commanders, y'all all right with me. But there's a line. There's a line to everything. And I just feel like at this moment of time, Commander fans, a lot of y'all, not all of y'all. There are some that still, you know, talk sense. You know, shout out to my guy Tone, who I was just talking with and chopping it up with. And I've been definitely watching your videos actually all day today. And y'all have been talking with some type of sense. But I'm talking about as y'all as a whole and as a fan base. Oh man, it's been crazy.
Well, of course, every fan base has that, but this is the comment right here. They're telling me TP been talking greasy.
Yo, all I want to say is, see, I'm glad you have the sound effects, man, because all I want to say is, Jay.
It's all good, baby.
I don't mean no harm. I can only tell it how it is. That is the only way I can tell it. You know what I mean? I don't mean no harm at all.
My question to you, because we're going to get to it now, and of course, as you guys see, I got my guy TP representing the Giants. This is going to be a weekly thing where we go beyond enemy lines. Hopefully, if I can find a content creator for each and every other team. This one was a little tough, but my guy came to me at the perfect time, and we got this squared away. But that is exactly what I want to ask you. Why are you talking greasy? What gives you the confidence?
I love the question.
Put aside the prior success you didn't had against the Commanders because last year you didn't have no success against us, and that's because we got Jaden Daniels. We're not talking about 2022, 2023, Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz and all those times Daniel bum-ass Jones beat us. I'm not talking about that iteration of the Commanders. I'm talking about this Jaden Daniels-led Commanders team that you're 0-2 against. Why are you talking greasy? Why are you so confident in this team?
I'm glad you brought up last year because you've seen what I've seen. Now, I am not the type of person that is going to well, that's a lie. I am going to make an excuse, but I am not going to take away from y'all victory. We seen our first matchup last year. And I honestly do feel, and I hate that I even have to word it like this because it's going to sound loserish. I understand that. But for those who know.
Talk about it.
I don't feel like y'all won that game. We just lost it.
Malik Neighbors, thank you. Thank you, Lee. Yeah. I appreciate you, Shorty.
And don't worry, in-house, we talked about that. We discussed that. That's in-house business. It won't happen again. But definitely, that we definitely talked about Leak with that. But I just feel like even us who struggled last year, I mean, the locker room was nowhere near where it is right now. Even us, what I would feel like damn near at our lowest. We still made it a dog fight with y'all at your best. So why do I feel confident? Because there's an upgrade button that everybody needs to hit. See, a lot of the success that people have had last season, they're trying to carry it all into this season, but they forget a couple of factors. One of the things is this. We are not the same team. We don't have the same energy that we have had last year. We are on a mission. We are hungry. And the offseason that we had is going to be the reason why we are going to win this game. See, y'all done messed up. Y'all playing week 1. And that's the biggest mess up for y'all. Because right now, week 1, everybody is healthy. Everybody is on the same page. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I good?
He was talking so much BS, his mic didn't went out, chat. I ain't gonna lie. His mic didn't went out. He didn't even believe what he said. That's how you know it's
am I good?
You good now, but they had
sometimes
to stop
what happens,
you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes what happens, I think sometimes I talk the truth so much that YouTube is not ready for that type of shit. I really do think that that's a theory of mine. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a theory. I'm yet to prove it, but I'm just saying it only happens to me for some reason.
Look. DJ, the mic don't even believe. That's how you know. Man. Y'all ain't ready.
Yo,
go ahead, continue.
Anyway, there's an upgrade button that people just need to hit, man. When you are thinking about this defense, and that is primarily where we are going to succeed. When you think about our defense, we are not average. We are not just good. Our defense is on the trajectory of being great. I mean, y'all know what's on that side of the ball. So yeah, I mean, do we gotta run down the list?
Hey, all I got.
Do we really gotta run down the list?
Look. All I got. I'm gonna let you go, but all I gotta say is I still remember Deontay Banks getting blessed. That's when I'm 2 touchdowns. But hey,
I hate when y'all say that. Terry McLaurin had what, like 19 yards?
2 touchdowns though. He got in the box twice.
But that's not cooking. Like, that's not anybody could do that. 19 yards? You just so happen to be in the end zone when you did it.
No.
Overall, Deontay Banks owns Terry McLaurin.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Overall, let's be real.
Did he really just say that, though?
I'm just being real. And on top of that, like, we upgraded even in the cornerback position. Y'all have to worry about Paulson Adebo now.
Paulson Adebo is now a threat in the Big 2025. Yes. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Paulson Adebo is a threat. Hey, look, I'm more scared of Cordell Flott. Hell, I'm even more scared of Eli Apple than Paulson Adebo.
Yo, see, this is what's crazy. This was so funny because if y'all had Paulson Adebo, y'all would not be singing the same tune. And that's what's always funny about conversations like that.
I'm not upset with you typing up Paulson Adebo. Of course, you're going to talk about him in a positive light. That's what I expect, right? Of course, he's on your team. But put it into his proper perspective. Paulson Adebo may have to be facing, I doubt it, but maybe Wano Imano at 1-7 on Sunday. That's not a pretty matchup for any of your cornerbacks, whether it's Paulson Adebo, whether it's Cordell Flott, whether it's Deontay Banks. You have nobody that can cover.
I hate to have to go here. I hate to even have to do this because I do have respect for Terry. Scary Terry, as y'all call him. Yo, we're not scared. I'm sorry. We're not worried about a Terry McLaurin. And clearly y'all aren't either. Y'all don't see him in that big of a light either, clearly. I mean, we don't have to revisit the off-season shenanigans. but clearly he is not the guy that everybody is trying to act like he is. We're not worried about Terry McLaurin like that. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. He's good. But we're not losing sleep. You got to think about it. This secondary has been lining up against one of the best receivers in the league, in Malik Neighbors. We already know he is different. Mm-hmm. Iron has been sharpening iron. Mm-hmm. You think that this secondary is going to be worried about Noah Brown? We're going to be worried about McCaffrey? Are we supposed to be worried about Jalen Lane? Is that what y'all got to give me? Come on, man. We're not worried about that. Man.
Yeah, and you ain't forget to mention, or you forgot to mention. Come on. You forgot to.
Of course.
That's my bike, punk. I was about to upload that sound effect, but I didn't think you was gonna bring him up or make me. That was the perfect segue for that. That's my bike right there, because Debo is about to bless.
What routes is he gonna run? What routes is he gonna run?
Run a route. He can get.
He's a running back.
He can get an end around and take it 50 yards to the house. He doesn't have to run around.
And I'm glad y'all are saying that, because that is not happening this year. That is not happening. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna dominate up front. And we have guys that can set the edge and can move really fast. And then I don't know why people haven't caught on yet, man. But our best corner arguably would be Andrew Phillips, who plays in the inside, who's our nickel guy. Great. I'm not even going to say great. I'll just say really good. Really good showing his rookie year. Oh my God, what the way y'all feel about, y'all secondary with Sandstrill and all of these guys y'all try to hype up, is none of them is at Andrew Phillips like trajectory just yet.
Are we sure Frozone ain't up there?
I mean, listen, I've already done this. Y'all can look up PFF, y'all can look up stats, y'all can look at any metric that you want to. Andrew Phillips, if he was on Washington, he's taking a starting job.
Not over Mikey. Not over Mikey.
Yes,
not over Trey. Not over Marshawn.
I guarantee
Lattimore.
he is.
And I think that's the biggest thing that you all had forgot. Y'all think he's an injury-prone, washed-up cornerback. Marshawn Lattimore got traded to us when he was hurt. He's finally healthy. So if there was anybody that can be a Malik Neighbors stopper, which I don't think exists, he's a damn good receiver, one of the best in the game. And I quite frankly think he's already inside that top 10. Damn good. But if there was somebody that can challenge him, we have all three cornerbacks that can challenge him. You're not going up against Michael Davis anymore like he did in week 2. You're not going up against Benjamin St. Juste or Emmanuel Forbes anymore in week 2. And going back to your point, because we're going to let you talk about your team and this defense because it's damn good, of course, right? But that week 2 matchup, you say y'all should have won. Do you realize we didn't punt that whole entire game? We shot ourselves in the foot. Every offensive drive, we end up beating you all by 7 field goals. Had we got into the box one time, that's not even a game. So, of course, you can allude to the Malik Neighbors drop. You can allude to other things that ultimately went into our favor. But to even go back to that game, do you remember how that game started? Let me ask you that.
Are we
the very first play?
Was it the kick return? Was that it? My memory's a little foggy.
Austin, the very first play of the game,
got called back?
Eckler took it to the house.
Because I was holding laundry?
No, look. We watched that play. I was in the stands. In the stands.
And what you see?
This was the perfect segue because I'm going to be in the stands again on Sunday for that sellout for the Washington Commanders. 100% burgundy and gold, man.
Hey.
See, it ain't like the past where y'all come down 2-hour drive and y'all take over our state. It ain't like that anymore. But yes, it was a holding call. He wasn't even involved in the play. That's just the ref being petty. But I just wanted to bring that up since you kind of put asterisks on our victory last year, week 2.
I do want to say, congratulations, Washington Commander, whatever y'all call yourselves. Listen.
Okay.
I've been in MetLife. I'm sorry, I said MetLife. I've been in FedEx Field. I've been there. I actually, we'll talk about this, backstage one time. I almost had to get somebody up out of there, but anyway, I've been to FedEx Field, and I've experienced it feeling like a complete home game. I've experienced it with nothing but blue in the stands. So when I told y'all in the beginning of this thing that I am proud of the progression, it is because of things like that. Because, yes, y'all are lit now. Y'all believe now. Y'all are going to be turned up. I 100% believe that. And I'm happy that's the case. But see, when you're going against a team that is on a mission like us, when you're going against a team that is hungry, that is fighting for jobs and all of these different things, none of that matters. None of that matters. All noise is just noise at the end of the day. We don't care if you're rooting for or against us. We come in there on a job. We have a job to do. We come in there to eat. And see, that's the difference between us and y'all. See, y'all right now, y'all sitting in the clouds. Y'all think everything is just so sweet right now. You know, your off season, y'all playing around in the off season, people barely showing up to camp, and y'all laughing and giggling every time I see a highlight of y'all this off season. Y'all just playing around. Go tune in to what we did. Now y'all gonna sit here, preseason. They was 3-0 in the preseason. What does that mean? That means that everybody is on the same page from the first string to the very last, and we going to hunt. What it means on our side of the things is our off season was us being full of just getting in work. So y'all think we're going to come in and this first week rusty, playing around? Absolutely not. So, I mean, y'all really just don't understand what y'all are walking into. And that is my biggest thing about y'all, man. That is my biggest thing. So, I mean, what are we doing, y'all? Y'all know who we are. Y'all do.
Can I play something right quick?
Do your thing.
Wait till you see the.
Look at this dude, man. Look at it. Bless your little heart, man. You know what's funny about you and the Giants fans? I see a reflection of us, Chet. Like, we used to be them. We used to think about our team so highly, used to talk so good about our team to cope with reality. And bless your heart, man. You don't understand.
Y'all have never been us, though.
What Jaden Daniels is going to do to your defense and this team. I'm sorry. Like, yes, you had Eli Manning and stuff like that. In my lifetime, is all I seen was Eli Manning, right? But you have never had a Jaden Daniels on your team. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to not sound humble, but the eyes don't lie. You
see what you just did there, right?
You know what a quarterback, or I don't know if you know what a legit bona fide stud, one of them ones kind of quarterbacks look like. I'm not sure, because I had a Giants fan that I know personally that told me Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer. And he's a diehard Giants fan. So I don't even know if I can say you've seen one of them ones at the quarterback position, truly.
Okay, I'm glad you just walked right into. I don't even know why you walked into this lane, because this is not gonna work. First of all, see, this is what I mean. This was the prime example of what I mean by y'all just so blinded. Y'all are just way too hype. Okay, are we talking about JD5 and Eli Manning right now? Like, why is there even the same? Why is he even in the same sentence as Eli Manning? What did he do just so far?
So the reason why he was in the same there, I'm not comparing them two in terms of career wise, because Eli Manning clearly won Super Bowls, but that's who we know him for beating Tom Brady in both of those Super Bowls, right? But I'm talking about pure talent. One of those ones, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels in 1 year is already in that conversation. And again, I don't think you've seen that ever in your lifetime. Eli Manning's cool, but like I just told you, a diehard Giants fan told me he's not even a Hall of Famer.
Guy's on a trajectory. We both know. There are Commander fans that don't know what they're talking about, just like in every other fan base. And there are Giant fans who are way too even young to even speak about things they never witnessed. See, what we got to understand is y'all would absolutely love Eli Manning to come in and win y'all 2 bowls. See, this is the thing. Jaden hasn't done that yet. He hasn't done that yet. Mm-hmm. But y'all have been drowning for so long that this was enough for y'all. This was enough. Just some type of excitement was enough for y'all. We're talking about somebody who's done what y'all are trying to do. When we talk about the New York Giant history and we talk about 4 rings, 2 of those are from Eli Manning. The audacity for us to even speak about Eli Manning being okay, mediocre, or whatever it is. What are we talking about? I mean, even the Super Bowls that he was a part of, he put on a show. A lot of y'all who are old enough, and a lot of y'all who just have some type of like understanding, y'all can forget a lot of things, but y'all will never forget about what Eli Manning did in the Super Bowl. There is a chance that if things go left, as of right now, Jaden Daniels can very much be forgotten, because he hasn't done enough yet. He hasn't done enough.
Can we
Rookie year, phenomenal, but he has to build on top of that.
Can we agree on something right quick though? Just me. And this isn't me trying to deflect Eli versus JD5 solely because again, he has 2 Super Bowls. You can't truly knock that. But take me back to 07, even 11. He had one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best. Justin Tugg, Osiyumi Yor, and all those guys,
they
right?
always fall right into that trap.
Right? No,
Okay.
I'm asking you. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but according to the chat and from my little memory that I have of that time period, a lot of the reason why that success happened was because of the defense. And dare I say, Eli's a product of his environment. And it isn't wrong, but maybe he is the older Jalen Hurts, dare I say. Like he's around, he's a product of his environment. So his success is built off of the team success, Tom Coughlin and everything around him. Not discrediting Eli.
Shout out to my guy Twist in the chat.
But listen to me when I say this. My quarterback in 1 year had MVP votes, and had he not got hurt versus the Panthers, there was a serious case that he could have won it, and people wouldn't have batted an eye. Now, I don't think he would have won. He's a rookie, of course. That's what they're going to fall back on. Eli Manning has never came close to winning an MVP. And I didn't want to go off on a tangent and try to compare these 2 careers, but my main point was I don't think you've seen one of those ones like how Jaden Daniels is.
Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? First of all, let me start at this point right here. Shout out to my guy Twist in the chat because he was.
Shout out to all the Giants fans.
Yeah, I see y'all. Defense was ranked 25th in 2011. See, a lot of people don't understand that. See, our defense, they played when it mattered. They stepped up and they played like they were the best defense in the league when it mattered. But people don't understand that is a fact. What my man Twist is saying. So everybody keeps acting like, oh, the defense was just so phenomenal and they carried that team. No, sir. What also you have to understand is if there is no game-winning drive, there is no game that is won. So understand that without Eli Manning,
without David Tyree helmet catch,
somebody had to throw him the ball. Somebody had to break all of those tackles to throw him the ball. You know what I mean? Somebody.
For sure.
And what was the other thing that you said that was just absolutely crazy? Oh man,
I think I said something along the lines that Jaden Daniels was in the MVP conversation, and
thank you.
Eli hasn't.
Okay, do we understand that you had the audacity to talk to me about getting votes, not winning, but votes? Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl MVPs. What are we doing right now? What are we doing?
So
I don't.
Go ahead.
I'd rather talk about Russell Wilson. I promise you, I'd rather talk about Dangerous Wilson.
You don't want to talk about Russell Wilson in the big 2025. I'm sorry.
The guy that just cooked y'all last year? That same Russ? Why was he not the big old age grandpa Russ last year when he cooked y'all? See, this is what bothers me about you Commander fans. Let me talk to y'all real quick. See, what bothers me is this. The audacity of this is what I mean. Y'all lack humbleness. The audacity of y'all sometimes. See, Daniel Jones is the laughing stock of the NFL. Everybody talks bad about Daniel Jones trash. Daniel Jones is this. Okay, I get that. But you know who can't talk like that? Is Washington Commander/Redskin fans. Daniel Jones has cooked y'all damn near every time he has played y'all. So the audacity for y'all to speak bad about a name that has been absolutely killing y'all. And if Daniel Jones did what he did versus y'all, imagine what Danger Russ is going to do. What are we doing here, man? Like, y'all have really short-term memory. Y'all have short-term memory. And it's okay, because I'm here to remind y'all. This is crazy.
Look, I'm being a W, man. I let him get his solo screen. You see, I ain't even had to do that. I could have been petty. I could have muted the mic, you know. I let him get his solo screen in because he's still coping with Daniel Jones's victory. And notice I didn't even bring up Daniel Jones because I know up close he ain't show up for nobody else. Had he played the Redskins, Commanders football team every game of his
What does
career,
that
he'd be
say?
the best quarterback. That means that for whatever reason in our past regime, we could not beat him. But he didn't beat us last year with our new regime. So with a real quarterback that he's facing on the other side, not Taylor Heineke, not Carson Wentz, not, may God rest his soul, Dwayne Haskins, and all the other things we had to put out there. You're facing a real, like, honestly, no troll, because we're going to get to the game preview and talk about Russ and the team. But do you not understand? And I hate to say this, people want you're glazing and all, but is your eyes lying to you? Do you not know when you see the next big thing at the quarterback position? Jaden Daniels is literally that. And if I wasn't a Commanders fan, I promise you I would still be speaking the same about Jaden Daniels because he's on that trajectory already.
I believe it. I believe it. I'm all funny shit aside. I believe it. I think that Jaden Daniels is the next big thing, right? I'll give that to you. The point that I'm trying to make and what I need y'all to understand is we now are prepared and are matching energy. See, so now we have a defense that is going to make Jaden Daniels look human again. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and act like Jaden Daniels is not who he is. But see, the thing is, all y'all see is Jaden Daniels. Y'all don't see nothing else. Y'all don't even care about the fact that we have one of the best defenses in the league. Y'all don't even care about the fact that we ultimately play y'all really, really well. And I'm saying with this new finally built team, it is just, man, it is going to be different. I'm telling y'all, leave last year. It is not going to be the same. These dogs that we have are different. They are different. And whenever you ready to run down this, what's going on, we can do that.
We just getting started.
Let's go.
But I wanted to look at this comment because we both gotta team up for a second because I don't know if he's an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan, but I assume he's a Cowboys fan from what he said. But he said, "Hey, both of y'all need my cowboy boots clean." I'm assuming he's a Cowboys fan, and I don't even know if they want to show their face right now because what are you talking about, my guy?
Yo, one thing I learned is that Cowboy Nation and Jerry Jones, y'all just love to be talked about. Y'all don't even care. It's pathetic. Y'all don't even care if it's good or bad. Y'all just like to hear yourselves talk. Y'all just like to be on the scene. Like, look at you right now. You jumping into the chat with confidence. For what? Y'all have embarrassed yourselves this offseason, and you still got your little chest poked out. For what? We both cooking the Cowboys, man, and they finishing at the bottom of this division.
Look, before we even get into the meat and potatoes, because again, we're just getting started. If you guys are new, if you're a Commanders fan, make sure you subscribe to my guy TP for all the Giants news. We gotta keep interlocked because this ain't gonna be the first time we see each other. And of course, you got to keep up with the division throughout the season. So make sure you guys do yourself a service and subscribe to my guy right here. All Giants content. Shout out to all the Giants fans in here. We're talking trash, but this is what we do, right? It's nothing more than doing this right here.
Yes,
NFC East best division in football. Frank says these Giants aren't last year Giants. So let's talk about
to him, Frank. Talk to him, Frank. Talk to him.
Because all jokes aside, Giants fans and Commanders fans are saying here, I'm higher on the Giants than most people this season. I know how great that defense is. You go out and you draft Abdul Carter. You go out and get Javon Holland, like you mentioned, Paulson and Debo as well. And I love Bobby Okereke. And obviously, how can we forget Sexy Dexy in the middle holding it down? Yeah. That defense is really good. And I think Brian Daboll, in my opinion, and you can speak better to this than me, but I think Brian Daboll deserves at least 2 more years, this year and next year, because he deserves at least 1 full year with Jackson Dart, drafting his guy, because we cannot forget, even though it wasn't the best showing at times, he took this Giants team in 2022 to the playoffs, and they won a playoff game. So it's something in there with Brian Daboll. I always thought he was a good offensive mind. Going back to the Buffalo Bills days, he developed Josh Allen. So I'm telling you, I think if you stick around with him, I don't know about Joe Shane. I can't speak too much about him in terms of sticking around. put past this year or whatnot. But I think you guys should hang on to Brian Dable for at least one more year to at least give him one time full year with his personal guy that he drafted. But talk to me about your offense, because we talked a lot about this defense, and we'll circle back. But I want to talk about this offense of yours that you feel like is a mighty upgrade, whether it's Russell Wilson holding it down. I'm super high on Tyrone Tracy. He gave us problems last year, but our run defense is significantly better, so we'll see how it pans out. But just talking about your offense.
This is the thing, man, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. Coach Dable right now, he gotta show us something. And when I say us, he gotta show Giants Nation something. He gave us 2022 and we were all in. But the next 2 years were absolutely terrible. One big thing, and this is one of the big, legs that I'm standing on, is that he no longer is holding that playbook in his hand. Mike Kafka, who is, I think, a very good offensive coordinator, the playbook is back in his hand, and he also was the guy who had the playbook in his hand in 2022. You add that on top of the upgrades that we have, that is one of the major differences when it comes to not just this team, but this offense. So, yes, a lot of people do say the same thing about Coach Dable all around. Everybody says Coach Dable is underrated. Coach Dable is this. Coach Dable is that. I need him to show me. I need him to prove that he is that. Because everybody says it, but I'm not going to hold you. Right now, I'm kind of lacking in belief in that. And I hope that I'm wrong. And one of the keys is we got to outcoach y'all. If we want to win this game versus y'all, we got to outcoach y'all. So, he's definitely, in the hot seat in that regard. Now, offensively, yes, we definitely have gotten better. But I'm going to give y'all the rundown so y'all understand what y'all are going against and what y'all are going to be watching.
Talk to me.
Andrew Thomas is our guy. He is one of the best left tackles in the game. But unfortunately, we may not see Andrew Thomas in this week 1 matchup.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, look. Hey, it may be a scary sight for him or something, and that pressure might be getting to him. If Andrew Thomas does not play, it's going to be scary for them Giants, because I didn't even pull up the record.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are like, 3 and something without Andrew Thomas? So, uh-oh.
But relax, because we have a rookie in Marcus Membo who has been absolutely killing this offseason. I mean, when I say killing, this is not me overhyping it. I want y'all to go do your research on your own. He has been absolutely killing, and I hope that we make the adjustment to see Marcus Membo fill in that slot if Andrew Thomas does not play. But overall, the offensive line, this is their second year for the core of this offensive line being together. And it's an upgrade from what we have had in the past. You have that, and you also have a veteran at quarterback. And see, we can laugh and joke about Danger Russ Wilson all we want. But again, you Washington Commanders really know the truth about him, man. Malik Neighbors or anybody, Darius Slayton, all of the receivers that we have never had the necessary tools at the quarterback position for us to do what we about to do to y'all. See, Malik Neighbors now, he's about to add a whole nother element to his game down the field, because you have Russell Wilson who can get the ball to him. Everybody has been asking, what's up with Jalen Hyatt? Where has he been? Unfortunately, we haven't had a good system and quarterback play and a good offensive line play to get him the ball down the field. But guess who's been speaking very highly of Jalen Hyatt? Russell Wilson, because he can definitely get the ball to him. Darius Slayton. I really hope that Darius Slayton proves to everybody that goes out there talking about, shout out to my guy Big Dash, I see you. Everybody that's acting like Darius Slayton is this overrated guy or he's just some bum. Okay. All right. Sleep if you want to. Go ahead and sleep if you want to. And then you have our Swiss Army knife, our slot guy in Wandale Robinson, who is the best route runner on this team, and that is going to make all of the interior guys work. He's going to make all of them work. And if he gets the ball in his hands in open field, it gets dangerous. So when I'm speaking about this offensive line, it's not to really overhype it like I don't respect y'all defense, because I do respect your defense. I think there's weak points in your defense, but I respect your defense. But I do think that we have enough for our defense to win us this game. And that's just how I see it.
See how he went off back to his defense? Because I don't think he truly trusts that offense of his to be able to put up points against our upgraded defense. But before we even counter that with my takes about my team, because I don't totally disagree with what you said, is Russ a better upgrade than what you've had in the past? You're damn right. Russell Wilson is still a serviceable vet. I just did a film breakdown from the preseason bouts that you guys had, an 80-yard bomb for nearly a touchdown. I think he got tackled at the one. But he's still surgical if you give him time in the pocket. I mean, the Jets gave him all day to throw. But, I mean, even saying that, I probably could have found that wide open receiver if I had all day to throw. He literally. But the thing with Russ is I feel, and I could be completely wrong, we know he has a beautiful deep bomb. We know that. That's one of his driving points his whole career. He did it against us, as you mentioned, last year to win the game. But Russ is far removed from his prime and his Seahawk days to where he's that lethal as a passer. So from my personal preference of how I think we can beat you all in terms of defensively is literally don't help out the Giants, come up and make the tackle. And what do I mean by that? Because that sounds very elementary. If you watch the film breakdown that I did or just watch the tape of the game, Russ isn't looking back there to stand back there, find an open receiver 10 yards down the field. The slightest bit of pressure is going to get him off his rock. He wants to get the ball out quickly. He wants to be able to just roll out, find a dump down, get the 5-yard gain. He wants to be able to find Tyrone Tracy in the flats and get the 3-yard game. He'll dink and dunk his way down the field. He doesn't care. And that ultimately can set up the deep bomb to a Wandale Robinson, as you mentioned, or a Jalen Hyatt at some point. But I just think offensively, the driving force for you all would be the running game. Last year, we were horrible on the ground. We gave up about 5 yards a pop. And as I alluded to, Tyrone Tracy killed us in both games last year. Like, he's a beast. I love Tyrone Tracy. But the thing is, we upgraded mightily at that position. Whether it's bringing in Dietrich Wise on the defensive line, whether it's bringing in Javon Kinlaw, who I think is going to have a stellar of a season, obviously still having Deron Payne around and just getting beefier at that defensive line unit. I think Russ is going to need to lean heavily on his run game, and I don't know if it's going to necessarily be there because you talk about Andrew Thomas in the comment section, your guy. He said, Andrew Thomas, we don't need him. It's Washington. But that's like me saying we don't need Jaden Daniels. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
He's that important. I mean, is that a fact? Not fact. He's that important to your offensive line. I mean, we don't have a TJ Watt as a pass rusher, but we have stuff. We have guys that can get after the quarterback, i.e. Frankie Louvu, who's a linebacker, but comes off that edge. Mikey Samersdale is back in the slot. So he's going to be on some cornerback blitzes. We have some upgraded pass rushers in Jacob Martin. And then obviously you can clown me and laugh all you want. But Von Miller is still Von goddamn Miller at the end of the day. And I will use him. He'll have an impact on these games this season. So I don't know if I'm too confident. I don't know if I like your confidence. And not just you, but your fans' confidence and your ability to be able to live without Andrew Thomas.
Do you hear the contradiction? You hear the contradiction. See, Russ, the guy that actually killed y'all last year, that actually was the guy to win the game last year.
Kill us
Look,
last
it's
year.
crazy how we can't talk about Russ, but y'all want to talk about Von Miller. Like,
I didn't say you couldn't talk about Russ. I just don't like the fact that you're saying he killed us. He didn't.
No, okay.
He made one good ass throw against Benjamin St. Juste, may I add. He got burnt by Mike Williams. Come on.
I can't say kill. You're right, because that is a word that we overuse. So I agree with that. I'm not going to say kill. He
did enough to win the game. That's just
he found a way to win, man. Let's just say that. Yeah. And that's all I really care about. I don't care how we do it. I don't care about the fashion. Let's find a way to win. And that's who we have at quarterback. Russell Wilson has forgot more than what Jaden Daniels even knows in his head. So like that's what I'm looking forward to. Like I'm not expecting, I'm not gonna tell y'all that I'm expecting for our offense to just be absolutely lights out and just no, we're gonna score. We're going to run the ball. We're going to hit y'all with the play action. We're going to look like a way better, well-oiled offense. But we're going to win the game defensively. And that's what I don't think y'all are really understanding. And yeah, Big Dash, I see you. Yeah, Kafka got his play calling back, and that's something that y'all are really not understanding, but it is going to be a little too late when y'all find out. And then when we revisit this, you know, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, TP, he was real loud on the mic, but damn, he was right. The man was right."
Okay.
So that's just man, that's just it, man. And I can say this defensively, y'all have bits and pieces that you know can help y'all get through the fact that y'all defense is mediocre at best.
Oh man,
mediocre at best. Man. But the thing is, like the stuff that y'all are trying to sell us, we just not buying. Like, we don't believe that your defense is just like this almighty defense and is whatever. We're not losing sleep over y'all defense, man. Let's just be honest.
I don't expect you. Go ahead. My bad.
No. You got it. I'm just saying. I respect the secondary. I do like your secondary guys. I'm not gonna hold you, but again, I'm just not like looking at y'all defense like we should be scared or we should be worried. Like I don't. If we should be worried about anything, it is y'all running the ball offensively, and even that is a question mark because now that y'all let go B-Rob, I don't even know what to expect. But if we scared of anything, it's that. Y'all defense, man, we not. Trust me, we not losing sleep over that.
I don't expect anything different from a Giants fan, but you just told me everything I needed to know. You showed your true colors right there, my guy. You just said the thing that you should be scared of the most is the run game out of everything. Not the ball in the hands of five, not the passing offense. And again, this is a guy that moved down the ball effortlessly last year. Almost every single game. You're not worried about that. This man said he's worried about the run game, and without Brian Robinson, he doesn't know what we're gonna do. As if Brian Robinson, no shade, was just this 1,100, 1,200 yard back. Well, I'm gonna introduce you to our 7th round rookie, Bill Ja'Cory Krosky-Murd, Bill Nye, the science guy, or Little Bill. We're gonna introduce you to this rookie. Yeah. Who? Be an owl now because you don't know who he is. I don't expect nothing different. But that just rubbed me the wrong way. You're afraid of our run game out of everything that we offer for you as a threat. Our running game? Like, what are we talking about?
Do y'all not understand? Y'all will have no time to throw the ball. Is that not registering for y'all? Y'all won't even have the time to get all of this stuff that y'all talking about off. This man is going to be under distress. He better do what he did last year. That's all I know. Get them quick passes out, give it to Debo on these little screens and all of that, and that may be your best of luck. But if you think y'all going to be airing it out, y'all are confused.
Mind you, chat. We just traded for Laramie Tunsil, who's one of the best left tackles in the game, mind you. And we drafted Josh Carnley Jr. in the 1st round. But hey, this offensive line, it's gonna be hell for this defense, according to my guy TP. But hey, I don't know nothing. We don't have one of the best centers in football in Tyler Biadasz. Hey, I don't know much. You're right. Our offensive line is garbage, and Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns are going to be living in the backfield on Sunday. You absolutely right, my guy.
Hey, chill out. Quiet it down. My fault. I heard Dexter Lawrence laughing at that shit. I'm sorry. Hey, yo, like we are not worried about that.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Like, come on. Like, we got Dexter Lawrence.
If you
I'm
think
gonna say it
Dexter
one more
Lawrence
time
is
for
about
y'all to
win this
understand.
game, go ahead.
Listen, at the edge, okay, let's say hypothetically, right? Tunzel, like, he shuts down Kayvon Thibodeau. That is what is so crazy about our D-line, is that now y'all have to worry about Dex. Now you have to worry about Brian Burns. Now you have to worry about Abdul Carter, who can be put in the inside. He can put on the outside. We can stand him up. He could literally be put anywhere. Y'all have no idea what we're going to do with Abdul. Don't even forget the depth that we have. We have Chauncey Golston. We have Darius Alexander, who we just drafted. Like, we just loaded. And that's the thing, man. Like, y'all just don't understand. And I'm only doing this so that I could just show y'all the wizardry that I have doing this thing. When it's all said and done, and after the game, y'all gonna be wondering what happened. Y'all are gonna say, "Yo, man, this man was right. Yo, he wasn't just talking. He was right." And that's just it.
Mind you, chat. Mind you. Abdul Carter got put in the dirt by Josh Connolly Jr.
I knew y'all was gonna say that.
I get it. Oh, he's had a summer in the NFL. It's different. I thought the same thing about Chase Young and Rashawn Slater. It didn't change about the thing. And now, of course, I think Abdul Carter, trajectory-wise, is probably going to be better than Chase Young. But Chase Young's a former second overall pick. So I'm just saying, if it ain't Dexter Lawrence, I don't know if this pressure going to get – because, look, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but up until this point of Kayvon Thibodeau's career coming out of Oregon, has he been what you thought or no? Because I thought this guy was going to come in and wreck.
Again, it's so funny how we just always go in full circle. Mm-hmm. The audacity of Commander fans.
I'm asking a question, though.
This is what kills me. But this is what kills me. Y'all know Kayvon Thibodeau absolutely showed his powers versus y'all. Y'all know this. If anybody doesn't know, y'all know. He was a one-man wrecking crew when what year was that? 2022? Like, y'all know that. So, no, as Kayvon Thibodeau, as he lived up to his draft stock, no, let's be real with that. But there are a lot of different factors that play into that, and it is not his attributes. It is not what he does on the field. That is not, I think, the single-hand reason as to why. Listen, all I know is Tibbs has absolutely no problems versus the Redskins, Commanders, Washington football team, whatever y'all want to be named. He has no problem against y'all. Like that, and you know, that's why I'm just so not worried, man, because I understand what we have up front. That's gonna be the name of the game. And I'm telling you this right now. I'm gonna put this out there. If the game goes down to the last seconds, last minutes, and it is up to your offense and our defense is on the field, I promise y'all, we will win that game. Game is over. Game is over.
Spicy take, my brother. I'm enjoying this so much that I don't want to end. I'm also enjoying this so much that after we whip y'all on Sunday, I'm thinking about a recap stream so we can just enjoy looking back at that beautiful game on Sunday. Because you know exactly what's gonna go down. I don't blame you for feeling the way that you feel. It's week one. Mm-hmm. You haven't seen anything but last year, and you were what 4-13 last year or something like that.
I don't remember. That was
pass. Of course, he doesn't remember the 4-13.
I told you I hit the update button.
Hey, look, Chad, he doesn't remember the 4-13 season. Oh man. So I don't. When we were in that predicament just 2 seasons ago, you can't get no worse than what you were. So you only have the right to go up. So I don't fault you for feeling the way that you truly feel about your New York Giants. But, Lord, you're in for a rude awakening, my brother. Like, this team that we are building, it's a reason why they call us Super Bowl contenders. It's a reason why Washington. Come on, bro. All right, like, let's cut the BS out, bro.
Y'all Super Bowl contenders. I'm not gonna disrespect y'all.
Okay, I'm about to say. I was about to say, hey, come on now.
Y'all
come Come on now.
If that means something to y'all, I guess. I see us over here in our organization, we don't really listen to that type of stuff. But y'all, cool. Y'all Super Bowl contenders. Y'all want that label, you got it. I will respect that.
My brother's living off of a Super Bowl from 10 years ago. So I get it. Right?
I'm just saying,
I understand.
We have a higher standard. We don't
How do you
care
have a
about
higher standard? When's the last time you've been to an NFC Championship game? Hey, go check on Odell. I think he's still on a boat with Sterling Sharp, Sterling Shepard, and all those guys warming up shirtless in Green Bay. How the hell do you have a higher standard and you haven't had success in God knows how long?
Listen, everybody goes through this, man. And now that we went through it, it's uptime now. It's uptime now. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. It's a whole new year. I can't really dwell on the times we was down and out. Like, it's go time. You know what I mean? So, look, I want y'all to also understand, anytime that we've been great in the past, it has been us being the underdogs. It has been us being doubted. So I absolutely love the fact that, you know, I see you Commander fans in the comments. Y'all just don't even know, which is so funny to me. Like, I see y'all acting like we just some peons and stuff. Yeah, okay. I want to be the underdogs. Matter of fact, if people thinking we're gonna win, I don't even feel comfortable. So, I mean, look, I'm just so ready, man. Week 1, man, it's here, man. Let's go. That's all I know. Let's go.
And shout out to all the Giants fans in the comment section representing Big Blue Nation, man, showing up for TP. And if you guys are new here, please subscribe to TP Giants coverage, and we're family, so we're going to have to keep up with this whole division throughout the year. So do yourself as a Commanders fan a service and subscribe to my guy TP, and of course subscribe to me, your man Juan Gotti, holding it down for the burgundy and gold, and a real Commanders fan. I know a lot of people, when teams get success, y'all assume everyone's a bandwagon. No, hit the oldest video in the archive. I started my channel in 2019 at the worst time possible, when we drafted Dwayne Haskins and Daniel freaking Jones started his ownership over us. That's really why I can't stand the Giants. No, I'm quickly to go off on a tangent, just quickly for the Giants fans. I'm gonna give you some type of positivity for your Giants. Okay, I got you. The Giants fans are since I've been, let's say, I'll start middle school, high school, because I'm pretty sure the Cowboys made me like upset before. But the Giants are the only team to make me cry in the division. I'll say that. But are you ready to hear why? Are you ready to hear why you made me cry?
I need some popcorn for this. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. More times when you were relevant. 2016, we just jumped in a time machine. 2016, the Dallas Cowboys were 13-3. 2016, the Giants were a wild card team. They finished, I want to say, 11-5 at that time, 11-5. And the last game of the season, the Washington Commanders could have made the playoffs, and we could have set history with sending 3 teams to the NFC Championship or NFC Division playoffs, or NFC playoffs, I should say. Jesus Christ, it's so bad. I'm fumbling my words. All y'all had to do was let us win. All y'all had to do was lay down, let us win. We send 3 teams to the playoffs and make history. But God damn it, Kirk Cousins, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, God damn it.
Oh man.
That right there, that hurt a young kid. To this day, I'm not over that. To this day, that is probably the most heartbroken I have been as a Washington Redskins Commanders fan. Fell to my knees, cried. Then you fast forward to 2019 when you draft Daniel Jones, and God damn it, he owned us, man. That's where my hatred truly started for the Giants. It was to a point where you guys were my number 1 most hated team in the division. Over Philly, over Dallas. And it was because you guys were, let's talk about it. You guys were mid to average to trash, but we could never beat you all for whatever reason. That's where my disdain for the Giants truly lied. But
I want to tell you how dope this story is. This really God don't play, man. He makes things like this happen, because I'm gonna tell you this fun fact. That game that you are referring to, that was my first New York Giant game that I've ever been to. That very game right there. And so it is crazy to think that we're a full circle talking about this moment because I remember it. I was going crazy in the stands. I was telling everybody. Matter of fact, that was when I got into that little situation with a but I remember that day like it was yesterday. My very first New York Giant game, man. Oh man, look how things just align up. Man, if that ain't a sign that we gonna handle business next week,
man.
I don't know what it is, man.
See, this is why. This is why you get Commanders fans ain't humbled because I tried to be humble. I tried to give him a real story and give him some props and bless his little heart. But you see how that just flipped all over me, egg all over my face now, trying to be nice to some people that you just can't be nice to. But man. It's so fast. It's so funny how fast time goes when you're having fun. We're already over an hour in the chat, and I don't even know if you have to go anywhere, but I'm good. So
hey, I'm gonna kick it for a little while longer, man. I want to ask you. I want to ask you this. Realistically, what is your expectations like for this season? Because that's pretty much from most of the Commander fans that I've been hearing. Like, everybody's up there. Like, everybody is talking Super Bowl right now. Like, I just want to know realistically, like, where's y'all head at? Like, where y'all think this season is going to take you?
That's a great question. Because I'm gonna answer this two ways for you. I'm gonna answer this in a way of where I think our season can end up and where our expectations are and aspirations. But I'm also gonna answer it in a way of what's a successful season for the Washington Commanders. So I'll start right there. First of all, a successful season for the Washington Commanders doesn't have to end in a Super Bowl. Right? This is a team that we talked about that hasn't won the division since 2020, and we know how god-awful that division truly was. So a legit NFC East division crown wasn't for us since 2015. So let's start there. If the Washington Commanders win the NFC East, and let's say, unfortunately, they lose in a wild card round, or let's say they somehow had the best record in the NFC and they got a first round bye but lost in the division round, lost in the NFC Championship game, it would hurt for sure.
Wow.
But there's no way that you can't say that's a success. That's not a successful season for the Washington Commanders because you did something that you haven't done in years. So for me, that's where the success starts. Of course, everyone's going to allude to the Super Bowl. But it's not Super Bowl or bust because our window is like this. It's just opening. So that's a successful season for me, bare minimum. Now, where I think this team can end up heading if things go right, without a doubt, it's Super Bowl 60, Levi, or is it Levi Stadium or in San Francisco? That's obviously the expectation that you have now, or that's where you think this team could go because you have an elite quarterback. You have more talent around him. You have a better upgraded defense. You have a coaching staff that has Super Bowl pedigree with Dan Quinn. He's been to a Super Bowl. Did he win it? No, but you have a coaching staff that's filled with that kind of talent. And you also have a roster that's the oldest in the league, but a lot of people look at that as a negative thing, and it's not. You have Bobby Wagner, who's won Super Bowls. You have Zach Ertz, who's won a Super Bowl. You have a Jonathan Jones in the cornerback room that's won a Super Bowl. So you have all these talented veteran players that are still playing at a high level that can, best fit a young guy that hasn't necessarily been there. And of course, I'll end off with this. We got the experience that we needed. See, that NFC Championship game did not go in our favor, but you were sadly mistaken if you didn't think the Eagles were the heavy favorites in that game at home, having a Super Bowl appearance under their belt just 2 years prior. It would have been like a miracle if we would have won that game. But that loss is everything that we needed because we got the experience. And second year under Dan Quinn and under Jaden Daniels, the sky's the limit for this squad, man. So I'm not going to say I expect a Super Bowl win or I expect a Super Bowl victory. I'm not going to speak like that because that's just delusional talk because only one team can win a Super Bowl. But you damn sure believe that I think we're one of the best teams in the NFL and have a chance at a Vince Lombardi trophy this year.
Can't knock that. Really can't knock that. I'm not going to hold you. Like, when y'all beat the Lions, that's when I said to myself, okay, like, it's really real. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, before then, I already knew, like, all right, Jaden Daniels, like, he's official. But to me, that Lions win said a lot about the new regime that y'all are under. Like, that was a huge win. And I remember, see, a lot of times, people forget about the moment in time of things, man. But I just remember, like, pretty much everybody was like, all right, Commanders, good run, but this is where it stops. And for y'all to go out there and show, like, in a big game that, we could make it happen, that was when I was like, okay, it is different. So I definitely respect that. But I know us, it's a little different, of course. Like, we not even thinking Super Bowl. For us, we want our respect. That is the goal. We coming for our respect. Like, it has been nothing but laughs at being, a Giant fan, and it's been moment in times where I've been seeing lists of, like, NFC East rankings, and the Giants weren't even included in the rankings because that is how much, we are discounted out. And I'm not tripping over it because we did it to ourselves. Like, we have a lot, to blame for it. But with that being said, we want our respect. And if that means we have to, week one, beat a Commander team that is Super Bowl bound, and we have to, win a few games that where people saying, look, it's a tough schedule, then so be it. So, like, really, that is the type of time that I'm on. Let's go for our respect. And at the ceiling, if there's a world where we can make the playoffs, then we definitely lit, But the main goal for me is, let's get back into the conversation of the Giants. They something to watch out for.
That's a humble and realistic take. I'm glad you have said something like that, not spewing out NFC Championship, Super Bowl win. Like,
yeah.
I understand that because, like you said, with the Commanders fans, there are some Giants fans that are out there that's talking real greasy about this upcoming season. But talking a little bit more about our present day game, and again, I'm having a lot of fun, and I simply have nowhere to be. that's why I'm really enjoying this conversation. And shout out to the Giants fans for showing up again.
Yeah, for
Love
sure.
it.
I see y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Talk to me about the way you think this Giants team can win on Sunday. We already kind of alluded to both sides, but if you had to say you put together some keys to victory for your team on Sunday, talk to me about what you think that's going to look like.
I really am all in on the fact that, like, week one, you got to understand, man, it's going to be a lot of week one rust all over the league. A lot of week one rust. But I think we did enough this offseason to eliminate that rust as much as we, like, damn near possibly could. I think ultimately, even with y'all missing that time away from Terry McLaurin, I think it's going to take a little bit of time for y'all to get back into, mid-season form and get back to the Commander team that y'all have seen last year. I think for us, we're just going to hit the ground running, this week one matchup. Again, I've been saying defense all stream is because that's primarily what our team is going to be based off of, defense. I'm expecting for us to cause turnovers, get y'all off the field. I'm expecting for us to make it as difficult as it can possibly be for Jaden Daniels. Be honest with you, Jaden Daniels is Jaden Daniels. He's going to do him. But how you play, great players is you got to make them uncomfortable as much as you can, and nobody is refrained from that. We've seen it from everybody. So that is really my goal. And then offensively, I just want to stay on the field. And that is just something that we have not really had the luxury of having in these past few years. But I feel like we do have enough for our offense to move the ball, to stay on the field. And ultimately, man, it's going to be one of those hard fought games. All of you, and I want to say this too because this is I'm thinking about it as I'm reading the chat as I'm talking. Commander fans, I mean this wholeheartedly because I don't want y'all to get to the point to where the game goes on and y'all are just so confused as to what is going on. If y'all think that y'all scoring 30-something points, y'all need to take a step back, take a deep breath, okay? And understand that is not happening. That is not happening, okay? Y'all are not going to be out there just doing whatever you want. We are not the Bengals, okay? I seen that preseason showing that y'all put out. It was lit. Y'all had a great grand old time. We are not the Bengals. Y'all not going to just be doing whatever you want. Y'all are not going to be scoring any touchdowns just by Jaden Daniels not even throwing the ball. Like, that is not helping. That's not happening. So, everybody, I get it, man. Y'all are on cloud nine. Nobody can really tell you nothing. That is also going to be y'all downfall. Because y'all don't even understand. We are on a mission. And so that is why we are going to win.
I want to thank you sincerely, my brother, for giving me the sound bite that I needed. Hey, chat, timestamp that. Because when this offense is running up and down the field on this Giants defense, and he can't find a way to stop Jaden Daniels, it's easy to say get pressure on Jaden Daniels. Dexter Lawrence can do this, and Abdul Carter can do this, and so on and so forth. But the first thing you gotta do, you gotta catch him. That's not no easy task. Just ask anybody he faced last year. You got to get your hands on 5 before you can do anything of that nature. You got to get your hands on 1-7 at the line of scrimmage. Ooh, excuse me, number 3. Is he still number 3? You can't touch me. It's going to be so fun to watch this game on Sunday because the second that we look up and the score is, I don't know, because I don't think it's going to be a blowout whatsoever. I think it's going to be a close game. You're sadly mistaken if you think 2 division foes are just going to go at it and one is just going to obliterate each other. I mean, I hope that's the case, but we're being realistic. We always face the Giants very tough, whether we win or lose. If you don't think this offense is scoring at least 25 points at least, that's me being lenient.
That's the
very
ceiling.
lenient.
That's the ceiling for me.
That's the ceiling?
That's the ceiling for me.
20. Do you understand this Washington?
For sure. For sure. That is the ceiling for me. Like, let me ask y'all this. Now that let's really talk about it. Because I don't know what y'all think this is. Who do y'all have at receiver?
So this man, my good friend that I just made, said the Washington Commanders are his ceiling is 25 points for us, but we averaged 28.5, damn near 30 points a game last year with just Terry McLaurin and stuff.
Last year, y'all
last year, yes.
Last year. No, I'm saying that was last year. I give that nothing y'all did last year is gonna help you
with it's only gonna make us better. Because we got better this offseason. Why are we acting as if we just stayed stagnant or got worse? We did not have a legit number 2 weapon. Say what you want about Deebo Samuel. He's not a receiver. He's a weapon at the end of the day. Ball in his hands. He can do something with it. We have a legit weapon to go alongside Terry McLaurin now. We have a legit rookie slot receiver in Jalen Lane.
Though? Is he legit?
Come on, man. Turn on the film. And I get what you're going to say. Oh, it's the Bengals, blah, blah, blah. Come on, I ain't trying to hear that. Because had he not performed, y'all wouldn't even be knowing his name right now. Say what you want about Noah Brown. Noah Brown is a serviceable wide receiver 3 in this league when healthy. And he gave you guys some serious run, especially in that second game. I mean, beautiful passes by Jaden Daniels, I may add, in that second game in New Jersey, Meadowlands, New Jersey Giants, whatever you want to call them. Beautiful throws that he made countless times. Mm-hmm. So for you to not feel like this offense is a threat to your defense, because I get how good your defense is, you think of them. I truly understand. And trust me, I'm just like you, because we were talking the same talk about our defensive line for years upon years. just a few seasons ago where it was this Bama wall. It was Jonathan Allen. It was Deron Payne. It was Chase Young. It was Montez Sweat. We quote unquote on paper had a furious defensive line. But again, you have not faced this iteration of the Washington Commanders offense. And I'm ready for this challenge that your front seven faces and gives us on Sunday. But buddy, I can openly say take the over if you think 25 points is the minimum that we're going to score or is our ceiling. Go ahead, do yourself a favor and take the over.
Y'all, look, it's gonna be so funny when y'all realize how right I'm gonna be. How right I'm gonna be. Like this is the part I love. I love this part of the story. Cause then y'all gonna have to talk to me after the game as well. And then y'all gonna have to realize, like, okay, now this man wasn't lying. This man wasn't lying. And see, and I see, I'm reading the comments here too. And God, y'all are absolutely hilarious. It is hilarious seeing this because it's just proving me more and more right as to how just lost y'all are. I'm looking at No Affiliation 11 is saying the defense hasn't proved nothing when in all actuality, like last year, we were leading the league in sacks in times. Like, why are we acting like Dexter Lawrence wasn't the most dominant defensive player in the NFL last year? No, there was stuff that has been proven that has been glossed over because of us not having the ability to pull out and win games. And another thing, a lot of these games, go do your Googles, go do your research. There was a few games that we just did not pull out and win. So, yes, you see 4 wins and stuff like that, and you're thinking, okay, how good or better can this team be? But y'all know this, like there was a lot of games that went down to the wire, and we just didn't pull out victories. The last time we had Kafka calling plays, that is what we did very well. We did the complete opposite. We got down to the wire, and we found ways to win. That's back. That is back. But I know how y'all Commander fans are. Y'all don't want to hear nothing but JD5. Y'all don't want to hear nothing but JD5. That's all.
That's damn right. That's damn right. When you had to deal with Rex Grossman, Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke, Gert Gilbert, Jason Campbell, Heath Schuler, Carson Wentz, I'm not even halfway through the list, but you get where I'm going. When you had to deal with that and you finally got your hands on something special, you're damn right. We're going to be gloating about our quarterback. Let Jackson Dart be half of what Jaden Daniels is. You'll be doing the same exact thing come next year. Ain't no worry about it. I get it. We were just in your place a few seasons ago, and you're just hoping that you struck gold with Jake Jackson Dart. The fact is, we didn't have to hope. We knew that we struck gold with Jaden Daniels.
I remember when I had to tell my son that Santa wasn't real, man. I remember when I had to look him in his little face, man, and tell him, listen, Santa ain't real. This is going to be similar, man. I'm sorry, Commander fans. Like, I really got a lot of love for y'all, and it's going to be the same feel, man. Like, the expectation that y'all have, it's a great thing to see. Mm-hmm. Again, I've seen y'all struggle for some time. But if y'all think a lot of y'all think week 1 is going to go a lot differently than what it's actually going to do, man. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
So just as answering, just to put this out there, you coming on the post game, right? Whether it's Monday or I know Sunday probably going to be busy for both of us covering the game and after.
I'll commit. I'll be here. I'll commit.
You got my word too. Wherever this game goes, win or lose or draw, you'll see my face because one, that's how I handle business. I don't care. I'm gonna always show up. I ain't never running.
That's a fact.
But it's something about you that I want to bring back on this stream when we win, because you're talking real greasy and spicy, my guy. But again, I want to say thank you for coming on and shout out to Giants Nation G-Man. Make sure you guys, if you're a Commanders fan, if you're a Giants fan, sub up to my guy TP, as he's one of the best Giant coverages out there. And I think this is going to be a big year for you and your growth on your channel. Keep putting in that work, my guy. Yes, and regardless of the fact of whether your Giants are good or not, continue to pump out that coverage. Let me know a timestamp. How much longer we got with you tonight?
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I told wifey it's gonna take around an hour. She knows what that means. She knows a little over an hour. So you know what I mean? I'm just enjoying chopping it up, man, with y'all, and we know what this means. We know what this is, man, and we know how long it felt, throughout this whole off season, and the time is finally here. So, I've been with my wife long enough to where she know, like, yo, when football season get here, things get a little ridiculous sometimes. Streams may be a little extra, longer than what it normally is, man. But
for sure,
we kicking it, man. I see y'all in the chat. Definitely, giant salute to all my giant soldiers that is in the chat, man. Make sure, y'all keep talking to these boys in here, man, too, because it's a lot of nonsense in here.
Without a doubt. But again, just let me know whenever you got to step to the side. But I am enjoying this.
We're gonna do five minutes. Let's do that. 5 minutes.
I got you. 5 minutes. So okay, cool. 9:26. We'll get you up out of here because I appreciate you for staying a little bit over the hour. But this has definitely been a great time, and I'm looking forward to this game. But just reading some of the comments, Bobby says, please say, hey, look, he done gave us about 10 sound bites tonight when the Washington Commanders defeat the New York Giants on Sunday. Because, look, the way he's talking about this defense, you don't think they was the 85 Bears. Look, notice how he glosses over that offense. He talks a little bit about it, but it's because deep down inside, he knows that offense ain't got nothing coming besides number uno, who's damn good. I know how good he is, and I wish, he want to be a commander, right? You know that, right? You know he want to be a commander, right?
Not at all.
Let us pull off the biggest trade in history of sports. Like let my guy. I'm gonna call up John Murr. I'm gonna tell him, hey, let Lee come over here with his best friend. You know he want to be a commander, man.
You know what y'all are seeing, because that's not the first time I heard that. He wants to win like Jaden Daniels. He's a little jealous of Jaden Daniels because there is success on that way. But trust me, he does not want to be a commander. He just wants to win like the Commanders did last year. That's what he wants. Mm-hmm. And best believe he wants his get back. You know what I mean? He wants to be able to have the bragging rights. And it's going to be showtime. It's going to be showtime. I really don't think Lattimore is going to get the job done, man. I really don't. And
that's okay, because we got a young fella by the name of Trey Amos. Do your homework whenever you get some free time before Sunday. Trey Amos, SEC's finest. Okay, so even if it ain't Lattimore, who I think is going to have a bounce back season, Trey is going to be sitting on that. And I know Leak is going to get his. If they got the over-under, if they got the over-under on 100+ receiving yards, that's easy bread. He's going to get over 100 receiving yards. It is what it is. But are you going to cash in when it matters most? Because as my guy right here says, and this is how I wholeheartedly feel, shout out to Lamont, I would be scared of the Giants if they were able, I ain't even going to say 30. If they was able to put up, like you said, your ceiling is 25 for us. If you were even able to sniff 25 on a consistent basis this upcoming season, I'll be more scared than that. But I don't even see you all doing that on Sunday. I give you, I really want to be petty and say 18 points. But that means that we only score about 25 because I don't think it's going to be a blow. I think it's going to be a one-score game. But 30, if you could score 30 points, I'd be scared. But 25, I'd be shaking. But I'm
telling you right now, if we score 25, 30 points, it's a wrap.
It ain't happening.
It's a wrap. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I don't need Russell Wilson to go out there and look like prime Russell Wilson. I don't need us to go out there, and make this a super high scoring game and just let everything, like, that's not our game. We're going to run the ball. We're going to let Tyrone Tracy Jr. do him. We're going to let him be great. We're going to let, Devin Singletary back him and Cam Scatterbo back him. Like, we're going to run the ball. We're going to play action. And that is how we're going to stay on the field and move the ball. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm sorry I don't have a better script for y'all, but the determining factor is going to be our defense. Mm-hmm. Like, that's going to be the determining factor of this victory. You know what I mean? So I just look. I wish I had some. I wish I could tell y'all, like, oh, it's gonna be lights out. Russell Wilson, he's gonna just air it out to Malik, and it's gonna be. It's just, I'm sorry, that's not how the cookie's gonna crumble, y'all.
For sure.
I apologize. That's just what it is.
I agree with you, and just being wholly honest with you, that's the reason why I think you guys don't win this game, because I think offensively you're not going to be able to put up enough points. And are you going to get stops on this Commanders offense? Possibly, because your defense is talented enough. But at the end of the day, we're going to get in the end zone. We're going to score points. This is one of the best offensive teams last year, and we got better. We faced some damn good defenses last year, whether it's the Eagles defense, i.e. Arizona early in the season. We put up 40 points on that Cardinals team week 4. They were one of the best defenses at the time. We put up 5 touchdowns. In the game where the Eagles had 5 extra possessions because we turned the ball over 5 times, we put up 5 touchdowns.
What did y'all do versus us?
We won.
Yes,
it don't matter. Like you said, how the game's gonna go on Sunday. It don't matter if it's a pretty fashion or not. We won. But
I think we lost. I think that's the first game. I'm gonna say the first game. I think we lost. I mean,
how did you lose?
That was the main thing.
We didn't.
Because of anything.
We dropped the ball. Go ahead.
Not even just that. We literally didn't have a kicker. We literally didn't have one.
That's a good point. Graham Gano got hurt for sure.
Yeah, and I just feel like if we have a kicker, and again, I can't really say too much about the Malik thing because at the end of the day, you gotta execute, right? Mm-hmm. But Malik dropping that ball at the end, man, like that, especially how on fire he was. He was unstoppable. And for us to literally be at the defining moments of the game, and that was giant football last year. That's what it was. What y'all seen at the defining moments of the game, that is what has been going on all last year. So I just think that, I respect y'all offense. I know that y'all have a good offense, but I also know that even y'all at y'all best last year, I know what I saw, and I know it wasn't just easy for y'all. I know it wasn't no walk in the park, and I think that we also got better. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm banking on right there. And I do want to add this. Something else that I've been seeing too is Bobby Wagner in the passing game. He is a suspect, and we know that. We coming right at him. We coming right at him.
That's why we got our young fella 5'8" Jordan McGee. You don't know about him. You're going to be introduced to him on Sunday. And we have that maniac in the middle, Frankie Louisville. But hey, you got it. I'm going to end off on this because we're not going to keep talking about week 2 last year. You're right, that's over. But yeah, you didn't have a kicker. But do you understand? Like you just said, that offense that we have. Do you understand? We didn't punt that whole game. We literally did not punt that whole game. We shot ourselves in the foot repeatedly, kicking 7 field goals. You did not stop us defensively last year, by the way. And that was Jaden Daniels' second game of his career. He's significantly better now. But you got it, my guy. You got it. And we're going to end the stream off with you giving your final takes on this matchup on Sunday. I'm super excited for your final score predictions and let everyone know where they can get the best Giants talk on YouTube.
Look, man, it's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way, the Giant, man. New York Giants salute to all my Giant fans that is tuned in, talking to these Commanders in the chat. They don't want to hear nothing, but it's okay. They got to find out the difficult way. It's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. It has definitely been a pleasure. I actually enjoy the shit talking that y'all have been, doing in this chat and things like that. This is my type of vibe. This is my type of vibe. Y'all got a real one on y'all way, man. Shout out to Juan Gotti for just a dope, time bringing me on. I cannot wait. We all feel the same way. We know what week 1, does and what the type of energy that we come in with. I don't even have to say more. I don't have to say more. It's go time. It is go time. I will be back. I will be back, win, lose, or draw. I will be back. And then we're going to have this follow-up conversation. All I am going to say, and I'm going to leave it at this. Don't shy away from the fact that I'm damn near going to be right about everything that I said tonight. Damn near everything. And when it happens, don't get in this chat making a bunch of excuses, saying all of this other extra shit. Just say, yo, you know what? TP, you the man. All right, that's all I want to hear. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to my guy TP. I'm gonna let you slide off to the left so wifey don't beat you up too bad. I'm gonna let you go, but cheers to a successful season when you're not facing the Washington Commanders. My guy, thank you so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to TP, whether you're a Commanders fan or a Giants fan. We got to keep family close this season. We got to keep an eye out for when Jackson Dart has to take over. But nah, all seriousness, you have a great night.
My fault, real quick. They asking for a score prediction.
Go ahead, prediction.
I'm going to leave them with that. Score prediction, I'm going to go Giants 25. Giants 25. Commanders 20. 21. I'm sorry, 21. My score prediction.
So he only has the Commanders scoring 21 points. Hey, look, I remember them days of optimism week one. It's good. It's the week one optimism. I totally understand it. But by week 4 or 5, you'll realize your Giants ain't nothing this season. But my guy, thank you so much. I look forward to doing this. I'll say 2 more times because we got another matchup later in the year. But definitely, whether we win, you win, I'll be showing my face when we can wrap up about this game. But you have a blessed one.
Yeah,
Stay
man, you
safe.
too, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Be easy out there. And make sure you guys subscribe to TP. See you later, my guy.
Peace.
That's my guy, TP. Cool Giants fan, I may add. Great conversation. But I can't wait for Sunday's matchup. It's your man Juan Gotti here. And if you guys are watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and use promo code Juan Gotti on SeatGeek to get 10% off your first purchase. As you guys may know, it is now a sellout in Washington on Sunday. We have a sellout, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think these Giants fans truly understand what they're walking into, because 21 points is insane, if you ask me. 21 points only for this Washington Commanders team that averaged 28 points, 28.5 points last year, with a better team this year, with a legit number 2 weapon. It's crazy that they think we ain't going to be scoring more than 21 points. You'll be damned if you don't think this offense is scoring more than 21 points. Shout out to my guy, Staff Sarnes, Spivey holding it down. He says, we might have 21 points in the first. That's what I'm saying. We might have 21 points in the first half. Hell, we might have 17 by the end of quarter 1. It's going to be insane, man. I'm talking straight BTA on Sunday, and I cannot wait for this matchup. But that being said, man, shout out to TP. Shout out to all the Giants fans that showed up and repped Big Blue tonight. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you guys definitely came in and showed out. And don't be hesitant to hit that subscribe button for your boy too, Burgundy and Gold. You know what I'm saying? I get it ain't your Giants. I get it. But you got to keep family close, because we are going to always be intertwined, keeping up with the G-Men. Lamont say, I'm going to take a few more comments. Feel free to join memberships. Juan Gotti, join the Gotti gang if you want. You can super chat if you would like as well. Don't hesitate to do that. But Lamont says, Juan, you can't be worried about this game on Sunday. Oh, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm ultra confident in this team on Sunday. This was super dope. This was definitely dope. I enjoyed it, and I'm hoping I can get my guy on again in the future. We'll be back, whether it's Monday, Sunday, whatever. We'll be back to recap this game, win, lose, or draw for either squad. So keep on the lookout for that. But definitely was so shout out to balling on another level. But no, I'm not worried whatsoever about this team, about this game. I think we're gonna win with ease, honestly. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but it's gonna be a damn good game. Don't ever host a stream for that. Nah, chill. Look, Staff Song Spivey, man. You gotta understand, we used to be them. Right, the week 1 optimism got to him, Bobby. It got to him. It got to him, right? So we used to be that though. So we can't be too hard on them, because we used to fall for the false optimism, and they'll be down and out by October. That's the thing. They'll be lucky to survive to November before there's talking draft. So don't be too hard on them. Yes. Juan, I will be at the game. Your man Juan Gotti will be live at the game. Your man Juan Gotti will be in attendance, and you could have been in attendance, and maybe you still get some standing room if you would like, and use 10% off code Juangotti on SeatGeek to get your 10% off so you can be there for the game. And look, parking's outrageous. So any type of parking cheapness you can get can help as well. Man, do yourself a favor and save 10% off. But I will be at the game for sure. See if you can find me. I'll be tailgating. I'll be there for sure. Week 4, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Staff Son, bro. You gotta let them have their time, bro. We were like that 2 years ago. They'll be talking draft by week 6. They'll be talking draft by the end of October. They'll be having Jackson Dart starting mid-November. You know what I mean? So we got to let them have their moment. But again, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 11,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there as soon as possible, man. We're trying to have this be a big year on the channel. I'm talking going crazy, turning this channel into a full-time gig for your man, JG. That's the ultimate goal. So I appreciate everyone standing up and watching for your boy. But make sure you guys check out TP as well, Giants fan holding it down. But I'll hang around a few minutes more longer. If you guys got any comments, bold predictions, whatever may have you for this upcoming game, please feel free to swing them out my way, and we'll react to them and talk to them, as I think this is going to be a damn good game for both teams on Sunday. But I expect the Washington Commanders to come in and win. Let's see. When Buddy was talking like the Giants was good, I was looking at my PFP. Yeah, bro. He was talking crazy about the Giants. About the Giants as if they were just this ultimate powerhouse all of a sudden. And I'm like, buddy, do you not remember? Like, just last year, you won 4 games. Like, you didn't do anything last year, bro. Like, you won 4 games, and all of a sudden, now that you got Russell Wilson, you got Mr. Unlimited as your quarterback now, you're all of a sudden just this beast of a powerhouse. You're just this good of a team all of a sudden. And it's like, come on, man. Let's be honest about ourselves. That's why I tell them they'll be picking draft talk. They'll be talking draft by the end of October. We ain't got to worry too much about it. JB says, Giants fan in section 119, my brother, lifelong Commanders fan, so we'll be out. Hey, that's lit. That's lit. Make sure you guys enjoy yourself. Be safe. Have fun. Talk some trash to each other. But most importantly, be safe and enjoy the space. It's not the best stadium, Northwest Stadium is, but it is our home, and we're going to represent and hold it down for the burgundy and gold. So that being said, Russell Wilson is going to be like 2013. Oh, man. He done bumped his head. Has he not seen Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh? Has he not seen Russell Wilson in Denver? And I get it. He hasn't had a bona fide number 1 receiver like Malik Neighbors. I totally understand that. Don't get me wrong, but come on, man. Come on, man. You're tripping. You're tripping if you don't think the Washington Commanders is going to be able to shut down Russell Wilson. Micah still hurts right now anyways. Yeah, Micah is still banged up. They're giving that boy epidural so he can be out there for week 1. Christian says, bro, the Steelers beat y'all last year. I get that, right? Okay. We were up what? We were up 14-0 that game. They beat us on a walk-off touchdown. I'm not making no excuses, but had they measured that Zach Ertz first down, we would have been able to extend that game and probably go on to have a game-winning drive. But they measured them short, boom, game over. Okay, we made a lot of mistakes that game, overthrows and whatnot, and turnovers. So I'm not gonna make excuses for why we lost that game. We lost. You're right, but this team is different, man. It definitely is different. But don't let the Steelers' victory last year make you feel like you have a chance. He's a whole different team. It's a whole different team. You don't have Mike Tomlin as your head coach. Redskin says he definitely underestimated our defense. Giants don't see exactly. That's the whole thing that they don't understand, Redskin. They still thinking they facing Michael Davis. They still thinking they facing Benjamin St. Juste out there. They still think they facing Emmanuel Forbes. It's Trey. It's a healthy Marshawn. It's Frozone in the slot. Man, they don't know. They don't know what they're in for on Sunday. Please have him back. We are. He's going to be back regardless of the outcome on Sunday, whether it's Sunday or Monday. We don't know the exact day. We'll work it out, but he'll be back. He'll be back here after the Washington Commanders win on Sunday, man. I'm telling you, y'all not going to want to miss that one. Y'all not going to want to miss that one. I'm happy as hell. Football, man. Me too, Day. Me too, Day. Whether you a Commanders fan, Giants fan, Steelers fan, whatever team you like, man, football is back. Because at the end of the day, we're all fanatics for this sport, bro. We love this sport, man. So I'm glad it's back regardless. And I'm super excited, bro. Benjamin St. Juice's booty. Exactly. He says, beat y'all. Y'all beat y'all with the worst team. I don't know if I would consider that Steelers team worse than the Giants. Honestly speaking, if we're talking defenses, they still one of the best defenses in football last year. Y'all have a pretty good defense. The only thing that I say y'all have better than them offensively is a legit bona fide number one, as George Pickens was solid, but he ain't Malik Neighbors. But if we're talking defense, they were a good defense too. So what are we talking about? No way. I don't think the Giants is that. That's a playoff team we're talking about last year. If I can remember correctly, if Pittsburgh didn't make the playoffs, they were damn close to making the playoffs. Because in that game, they literally, hold up. Matter of fact, I think they did. Did they make the playoffs last year? I think. Why do I feel like they did? I can't remember correctly. Yes, they made the playoffs last year. So you're saying he beat us with the worst team, but they made the playoffs. Y'all didn't even make the playoffs last year. What are we talking about? Y'all won 4 games. I ain't gonna lie. I hope Dallas smacks the Eagles out. I had Dallas with the upset when they had Michael Parsons, but no Michael Parsons. Man, I highly doubt that happens. Yeah, they did. They didn't got smacked. Yeah, so that Giants team it's no way it's better than the Steelers on paper. On paper. Now again, we don't know how it's going to ultimately play out, but it's no way. It's no way, man. It's no way. But yeah, I want to go ahead and say shout out to everyone in the chat. Steelers had a better record than the Giants. LOL, go to sleep. Exactly, bro. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and step to the side, call it a night. Shout out to my guy TP for stopping by. We'll be back post-game, whether it's Sunday, Monday, to recap this victory for the Washington Commanders or victory for the New York Giants. We'll wait and see. But your man Juan Gotti has a very good banger of a video dropping tomorrow. I had Grant Polson, one of the best media members in DC sports, on the show today. And that video will be dropping tomorrow. So make sure you guys have your post notifications turned on for that video. As always, it's being boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel as we're on the road to 11,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there. We're trying to turn this season up and turn this channel into something that I can do full time. And with your support, I know that is possible. That's it said for now. That is it. Now I'll step to the side. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Be easy. And as always, hail to the Commanders. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.